So we have gained the 7th level of thickness. I just put some stuff together, made some alterations, did the bounty thing. It's pretty much just like fight these 3 enemies, and that's it. Like, there's nothing really else to it, so it's not really worth putting on video. I do not want to be in hardcore. I wish there was an easier way to grind loot, because it seems like early stuff you just don't get much good gear. Since a lot of the gear I get is like low quality. There's like stuff I don't want to really use. Using more. The secret of building Gunpla is to be very unoriginal. And just copy everyone else. And then somehow you get something completely new because you're an idiot. And you can't copy stuff correctly. That's the secret of building Gunpla. And I swear I've got even taller. If only there was a way just to zoom out the camera if you're too tall to fit into it. You think the game would have a way to detect that? Well, I'm always looking down on people just because my thing's so tall. I am wondering what that glitch is about though, because we've seen the glitch, what, like 2-3 times now, right? I'm wondering the glitch is like something to do with our character. Wouldn't it be hilarious if our character turned out to be like an AI? That would be absolutely hilarious. Because we already know the girl's probably like Leland. I forget her name. I'm sorry, I'm bad at names. But we already know that like she's probably an AI. Oh yeah, this is going to be a cakewalk, purely due to the fact my stats are just. This weapon does like I think it's like 1,000 on it, so it's like I think my best melee currently in terms of like a damage and moveset. I wish if you could de-equip that thing from the waist though. It doesn't give you the option to remove it though. Oh, you know what I was talking about? I wanted more areas where you actually go through a bit of area. This is actually kind of nice. But I imagine it's going to soon teleport us to a different area. So it is cool just to go through an area a bit. Get out of range. Get rid of the big dudes to make it easier to cut down the minions. Like, yeah, imagine you just saw this coming. Like, you're in your robot and then you just see something like twice your height just come around the corner. I'd just be like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. If I thought that, that's hilarious. But yeah, this is definitely a looter, which is fine. I just feel like the mission layout's a bit simplistic. Like, a lot of the areas look very samey. A lot of the missions are very repetitive so far, which isn't terrible. It's just like, you gotta consider, like, as a looter, you gotta make missions a little diverse. Like, it's sort of why I stopped playing Warframe, is because, like, outside of story missions, a lot of the stuff just felt very boring to do. And, like, the good missions where you got good loot were not very fun. Because pretty much if you weren't going in with a full-on kill-out character and you weren't going in with a meta in mind, like, you weren't going to get good loot, which sucks kind of a bit. Enemy is approaching. Who is it? It's a big boy. He's thick and chunky. And he's instantly staggered with my missile. You know what? Let's just go straight into it. Okay, that was like one slash and he's just gone. That was hilarious. Also, I hate how, like, you can't really tell the wall limit. They should have, like, mountain ranges or something blocking the edge, so you don't accidentally walk into a wall and get caught. What is this from? This is just a brick. I was making a joke about, like a Gundam, but this is just brick. Brick the boss. This might just be the easiest fight, just due to the fact this thing is so big that I don't think it can actually aim at me. Even with my mega size. It doesn't seem to really have a counter. Oh, it's that glitch again. Where they suddenly become immune. Ow. Bless me. It's smushed! I'm not sure how that last hit connected, but I'll take it. That was the weirdest potato I've ever fought. Potato-geddon.
New type なんとちゃう?
I saw all of them have like swords on them now, and it's like, go away, swords. I wish there was a way to de-equip the swords, but there's always a sword on them, so you're just like, Okay, we got strong every day. Okay. I guess we can look in here just to see if there's anything slightly better. So we go in here. Okay, no, we don't have anything really better here. That's our strongest weapon. I guess another anti-ship rifle is kind of... That's the same weapon, I think. Never mind. We have this, I guess. Doesn't really matter what color we make that. It's not really much of an improvement, so we'll keep it as it is. Like, I guess we could look at the arms. A little bit of improvement. The issue is, like, it keeps the shoulder bits too close to the body. Like, for the shoulder bits to work, unless I get rid of them, you would have to, like, move it away from the body. I will start, like, deleting stuff, like, builds more when I get better stuff. So, when I get better stuff for, like, all of this, I will definitely start just fully overriding and having the final versions be the only thing. Because while, yeah, it's nice to look at your past ideas, it's like, eventually, it's like you just want to save space and not have a billion things covering your stuff. Ooh.
遅いやんか。もうみんな揃って待っててんで。
これでうちのメンバー勢ぞろいだね。確かタオとシーナは会うの初めてだよね。
はい、このクランでは一番の経験者だとお伺いしております。よろしくお願いしますね、タオさん。
はい、よろしゅう頼ます。それにしてもシーナのそのパーツ、えらい仕上がり綺麗ですけど、結構お金がかかってるんやない？い
きなりお金の話とか聞く？タオってデリカシーないな。
いや、せやかてほんまに仕上がりが綺麗やねんもん。
構いませんよ、タオさん。やるからには良い道具を使いなさいと両親からも教えられておりますから。おっしゃる通り、高品質なものを使わせていただいております。パーツや工具については家の者が手配してくれておりますので、値段までは分かりませんが。あ、組み立ては自分の手でやってますよ。
家のものって？
お手伝いさん的な方ですかね。
それ普通じゃないでしょ。 やっぱりシーナってお嬢様なの？
お嬢様がどういう定義なのかは分かりませんけれど、金銭的な意味では恵まれているとは思います。ただ他の部分で様々な制約はあります。
それって
余計なことまで喋ってしまいましたね。
シーナはお嬢様でリンはお嬢様じゃないの？リリン、それどういう意味で言ってんの？
そういえば私リリンさんとも初対面ですね。お話は伺っておりましたが、本当にリンさんとウリ二つ
Oh, I was right with Lilin then.
同じデータに見えますわね。
よろしくシーナ。
仲良きことは美しきから。実にいい雰囲気だね。
ナチュラルにミスターも混じってるし、ずいぶん濃いメンバーが揃ったね。
リンも負けず劣らずや思うけどね。
ちょっとこんな濃いおっさんと一緒にしないで。それにしてもこれだけ集まると統一感ないな。
Yeah, I don't think the average clan has like a member who's like 7 billion miles
絶
tall.
対面白くなるで。まあせっかくやし、今日は二手に分かれてミッションに行こうか。
そうだね、やりたいミッションだって違うかもしれないし、みんなの希望を聞いてチーム分けしてみよっか。あんたとミスターが一緒なんだね。よーし頑張ろう。
私がいるからには心配はいらないよ。大船に乗ったつもりで任せておきたまえ。
大船というか泥船にならないといいけど、ミスターってなんかうさん
Well, sure, I'll pull out some Deus Ex Machina.
あっちもあっちで前途多難そうだし、タオなんてガッチガチじゃない？
女の子二人と一緒なんてどうしたらいいんやろうか。
Get suplex.
本日は
All three of you.
いただきますね。
任せとき。僕がリードするから存分に学んでや。
頑張ろう。
Well, don't worry, she'll carry you. She's like overpowered super AI or something.
大丈夫かな？うまくシーナがフォローしてくれそうだし。
Like, if she turns out not to be an AI, that will actually baffle me.
腕はいいけどどこか抜けてるし。別にリリンの心配とかじゃないし、いいから行くよもう。
今日は楽しくなりそうだね。
I literally just don't fit in frame at all. Like, every cutscene is just my lower body, because that's just how tall I am. And the thing is, if you find the right legs, I could probably, like, increase a quarter of their height even taller. If I found the right torso and legs. Which is actually freaky. Or if I found parts to, like, put in between the waist that would fit, I could probably increase everything by a few inches. So that's kind of bonkers. You can, like, make some really tall mechs. You can also make some really short stuff.
ミスターと一緒に戦うのって初めてだね。どんな戦い方をするの？
どんなスタイルでもやれる自信はあるよ。中でも一番は正面からの突破だ。真っ向勝負こそファイターの血が騒ぐからね。
へえ、へんてこなアバターにしては勇ましいじゃない。それなら私もガンガン突っ込んでくよ。正面突破なら負けないから。
勇ましいな。では見せてもらおうか。リン君の戦い方とやろう。
Here we go, my damage is now starting to more even out with this. still doing decent damage, but it is starting to more even out now. Another one? Okay, let's take out the smaller guys first. Oh my god, I hate the target lock in this game. Like, that's one thing I will say. The target lock is abysmal. It is so bad. There is nothing redeemable about this horrendous target lock. It's just really, really bad. Like, your brain literally starts to liquidate with how bad it is. Oh, that's how annoying it is. It's like, your brain starts to liquidate. Oh, you are tiny. Micromaster right here. What that speed! And it's so tanky as well. Enemy approaching, huh? Come on then. Come on, big boy. Oh, it's victory. Did I say victory wing? I don't know. Don't care. We're gonna win still. I should probably use the boost more often. But I would prefer if it was like a lock-on, lock-off system, so if you click the button again, it'll lock you off, auto, and you can just then re-click it to activate again. But that doesn't seem to be like an option, which I'm not the biggest fan of, I'll be honest. Oh, is this God Gundam? I'm pretty sure that's God Gundam, rather. I'm not sure, I didn't read the name. It's been a while since, so I haven't watched Gundam in like forever, so I actually forget half of what these ones are, but I remember watching God Gundam, which was great. Well, at least it was mostly great. I wasn't a fan of the end. segment. I actually stopped watching around that point for a bit, and then I think I finished it off, and I can't remember if I actually ever finished it, because I remember getting like, I think it was like the last little bit, and I was just like, this just completely took away. Because I'm gonna be honest, the ending stretch was kind of stupid. But that seems to be a problem with a lot of like a lot of shows, is like their ending stretch generally just drains you of care. And that's not to say the show's bad, it's just like, I personally prefer like endings that aren't dragged out longer than they should be, because that's old shows did this all the time. Even some modern shows do that, where the endings are just way too dragged out that you stop caring about it. That's more the point I'm making. It's like, this should have ended. It's like Iron-Blooded Orphan. I refused to watch season 2 because I was like, this is the perfect ending. Maybe like 5 more episodes are needed. But no, it should not have like a billion more episodes, you know? Unless you actually want to have proper plot development, like set it 10 years in the future or something. But no, they didn't do that. Instead, they just did something completely different. Which was lovely, I guess. Oh, this might be a new chess piece if it's better statted. It's not all about the stars, it's about the actual stat increase. And even if it's like only 100 points, that's really good. Because you don't want to stay stagnant with your stats, you know? Like, you don't want to stay stagnant with your stats. You don't want to stay stagnant with your points. You want to make sure that you keep upgrading, even if it's like the most minor of things in terms of points. Like right here, this improves my health by a tinsy bit and improves my resistances. That might not seem massive. Like this also does it, but not really. I guess it doesn't look too bad, so I can equip that. Like, it improves your stats enough where you're like, yeah, I'm good with that. I wish there was a gem still in the middle. I'm sure I could add that, like, with an effect. Do I have another infinite justice? Because that's the thing. It's like, you want to make sure the arms match. If I have like an oh, I don't have anything. Oh, do I? Endless waltz. Do I have infinite justice though? No. What about legs? It looks so goofy when you're going through this. I guess could go through victory and just go in and we just boom up like this. Looks a little bit weird with the arm size, but I could just slightly decrease the arms. That's literally just like that. Just bring it down to like 220 and you make it feel more proportioned. It's not too hard to fix stuff. And that's a little bit of an improvement right there. This still has no better weapon, it seems. Let me go down. No, pretty much still the strongest. And even though the levels are different, you can see they're exactly the same in terms of stats. There's like no difference. That's also a thing you gotta keep an eye on, is like here we go. This is something that actually has an increase in stats. You have to keep an eye out for something that actually improves stats. You can't just go, oh, it looks good. No, you need actual stuff to make sure. Apply changes, and there we go. I'll probably override this one in all honesty. This, I feel, suits better. Because I don't want to create too many, so when there's like such a massive increase, it's like, oh well. Like, I'm not too worried with Black Knight overriding certain stuff, because he's always been upgraded. Like, I do plan to only have one version of him. There's no, like, care too much. Anyway, I got everything here, so now we can go in here and we can just sell everything we're not using. Yeah, this is sort of how I just do it. I just slowly look and I'm like, does that look similar enough to keep sort of my idea in check? And I'm like, yeah, it looks good. Oh yeah, it was Shining Gundam, so that's God Gundam. Or is that like the other version? It was Shining Gundam, the original one, and then like the next one. I can't remember. No, because it was Burning God Gundam, wasn't it? Yeah, it is God Gundam. That looks so cool right there. Like, look at that. Is that an actual Gundam, like, from the show? Or is that like a kit bash or something? Or something unique for this? Because technically what I've got here would be classed as a kit bash, wouldn't it? I tell you, like, if you had just made a show... Not a show, a toy line where it's just designed for parts to be bashed together, you'd make so much money. Oh, that's fine, you didn't have to notice me. It's not like I'm 10 foot tall or something. That's probably unintentionally condescending, I just realised. Oh, have you seen that video where someone made like a full-on Warhammer Space Marine build? That was like really awesome when I saw that video. I was like, oh, that's cool. I feel like they could have probably put a bit more weathering on it, though. That was the only thing I felt about. Is that could use a little more weathering, you know? Because, like, I'm probably going to, when I get the parts that are really the ones I'm going to stick to, I probably will start adding weathering to this design. Oh, geez, we're right into the Armada, I see. Oh, there's one shot. Okay. So much more damage. Jeez. He just turned into a tiny box. I need to get better guns. But look at the damage. Ooh, he's a chonker. Love me some chonkers. Too bad you have picked the wrong time to chonk.
子でいきましょう。考えてみれば敵も哀れなものですね。プレイヤーに倒されるためだけにプログラムに従って動くだけの存在なんて。いえ、何でもありません。それよりそろそろ折り返し地点ですね。もう半分だなんて。楽しい時間はあっという間ですね。そこです。
I'm pretty sure it's like the first time I've not had Gatling on me, which is hilarious. Enemy approaching, huh? Who are you then? Oh, is this the one where like the main character is super wimpy? I say that, but that's pretty much all modern mecha, which is a letdown. Remember when mecha pilots were actually cool? Even if like their stories were sad and depressing and they weren't very happy, like they were still cool in a way. You remember when that was a thing? And I don't mean cool as in, oh, you're idolizing them, but they're not like just wimps who let people walk over them, you know? They actually had like personality. They had charisma. They had oomph to them. It wasn't all just rolling over because like the female love interest has to be like pushed and like she's such a dull, boring character so no one actually likes her and it just makes the show worse because of it. Well, that's not every show obviously, but it's become a lot more prevalent, and I feel like everyone just took Evangelion like with Shinji's personality and they didn't realize why Shinji worked. I think that's the issue. They didn't realize why Shinji worked as a character. But most of the show, I'll admit there is some stuff in the show where you're like, heh. But most of the show, like, people don't realize why he worked. And so they just try and, like... So they just sort of, like, copy it and don't realize why it worked. I dodged the last hit. I should have waited a second. I didn't even know you could break parts of the boss. That's new. Okay, we just smash into him and his shield's gone. That's perfect. Wait, is he... isn't that the thing we do? Or was that like some hyper boost? Eviscerated. The entire health bar gone. Like, that was an entire health bar as well. Like, geez, my melee damage is just through the roof right now. Look at that. That looks so cool. Just burning aura, like, power. I don't even fit in the victory screen. Oh, fist melee. That's cool. Isn't what that's cool. Oh, and that actually does good amount of damage as well. Is that finally a weapon I can replace my other weapon with? Nice! Took long enough for me to get a weapon I can replace the thing with. I guess I can see how you look. You might have the part. And that's actually not bad legs. Never mind, the butt looks weird. Why do the butts always have to look weird? Oh, that's chapter 2 cleared. How many chapters does this have?
本日はありがとうございました。無事にミッションをクリアできましたし、有意義な時間を過ごせました。それではまた。少しお話しするお時間をいただいてもよいでしょうか。お忙しいところすみません。こんなお話をここでするのはルール違反かもとは思ったのですが、すみません。リアルのお話です。以前にリンさんからお嬢様と聞かれたこともありましたが、実際に我が家は地元で代々続くいわゆる旧家と言われる類のものなのです。一人娘である私は小さい頃から家を継ぐように教育をされてきました。自由は少なかったですが、そのこと以外では苦労なく生活をさせてもらってきたのです。だからなのでしょうか、物事に淡白な人間になっていたんですよね。これまで習い事やスポーツなど親から言われていろいろとやってきましたが、特に興味も湧かず、私には趣味と言えるものもなかったんです。それが学校の授業でネットゲームというものが紹介されて、高額のためにとたまたま目についた GB4 を始めてみたのです。性に合ったのでしょうか。生まれて初めて自分の意思でやりたいと思う。
Well, they do say gaming is one of the strongest addictions, so it's not too shocking you would become so, like, in love with it.
この世界では皆さんのように自然体で
Why do I always get depression when I'm enjoying myself?
ただどうしても自由な時間を作ることが難しく、これまで誘われてもクランへの参加は敬遠していたのですが、皆さんとのプレイは楽しくて無理を承知で参加させていただいたんです。それが今リアルの方で少し問題が起きていまして、その対処でログインする時間もなかなか取れない状況で、この先の見通しも微妙なんです。でもとりあえず今はこの時間を楽しませていただこうかなと思っています。もしどうすることもできなければ、またその時に改めてご相談させていただいても良いですか？ありがとうございます。優しいんですね。あ、すみません。この話 皆さんには
The only reason you're telling me is because I don't talk half the time. Man, if I do, it's like text to speech or something. Like, this is why my character might as well just be the AI, because even the AI, blatantly AI person to speak. Yeah, I'm here like, I don't speak at all, I don't breathe, I don't exist, I am a brick, I am a bot, I am not real. Oh, so now we can merge parts and upgrade stuff. That's awesome. So I can actually keep parts I like now. That's actually real awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. That was depressing. Like, jeez, depression. Why you plague me? Let me be free from you, depression. Like, jeez, I thought this was going to be a funny, goofy game. And then real life comes knocking and they're like, oh, you might have to give up something you love, you know? And I'm just like, oh my goodness, why me? Why me? I'm joking. I'm joking. I actually really like this story. Like, sure, it's not a high-octane fantasy story, but this is the point when I hear people go, oh, you just, like, it's like when I hear people, like, with Elden Ring going, oh, you just want the game to handhold you with the story. This game doesn't have the most complex story. It's pretty bare bones with, like, cutscenes that are, like, a minute long after a mission. Like, it's sort of, like, very similar to Armored Core, so I do actually like this game's story better than Armored Core, because I feel like being able to see the characters and being able to see, even if it's, like, just the frames, the mechs, the robots moving about a bit, that's, like, in my opinion, good enough to give it a personality. And sure, it's not the greatest story in the universe, but you don't need some fancy gizmo, like basic stuff where it's just, okay, after you've done something, cutscene, it's like 30 seconds to a minute at most, and then you're back to gameplay. Like, I'm just saying, more video games, like even this bare bones stuff could use it, because it's just so good. It gives you extra compulsion to play, you know, because you want to know what's going to happen next. Even outside the fun, like, but gameplay loop. Like, I'd say if it was just purely based on the gameplay, solid 6. Because there is a bit of repetitiveness to it, but I actually do like the story a lot. I feel like the story, like, bumps it up a little bit, even though it's just basic. A basic story is good enough to carry a game, I could tell you. That may just be seen as, oh, it's okay, but then you have a good story on top of that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I like that. You get my yammering.